Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's... Got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Right there, 56. Block the pass. Block the pass. Here we go. 81. Check. 56 to Mike. 56.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. This is Cohen on the toss. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's get up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
180. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check 52. Red, up. Hatchet. 61. Match box.
On 2nd down now. It's Floyd, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Here's Trubisky. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Check 31. Check 31. 22. Check. Cover. 22.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. He'll look to throw, and he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play, Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check. 56.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he finds Stills, complete.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
March 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Go, go. 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
56 is the mic. Bag it. Kill.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And Diggs has it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
57. Watch 57. Know your job. Nice 57.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. 56 the mark.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
56 is the mark.
2nd and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Mark 56. Mark 56. I'm 56, the mock, boys. 56. Check, 56. Hey, keep. 56. Go. 56, right there, 56.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
56.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Trubisky. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Watch 18.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Caught by Allen. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
56. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Reebok. Go, 56, Mike, 56. I'm going to come back to you.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They'll look to throw here. Uncorks one for Davis. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Watch it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They try again with Cohen. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man on the out route. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And his kick is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
You're not ready. You're free. Get wide. Shit.
Again, it's Cohen. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. On first and goal, Howard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll run on second down with Cohen, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
18.
Now Trubisky. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Rush in. 22 Jet Bomber.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they